Hello everybody, welcome back to our adventures into Blueprints. If you didn't see the first episode, you should probably go back and watch it because there's going to be a whole lot of context there. But if you didn't see it before, I also have my second monitor view. Hello. And I've got my notes over here. We've learned that blue memos are true and that red memos are lies unless they are handwritten, and that darts may be helpful in the billiards room or something. But for now, we continue with day 3. As we zoom over the fountain, as we do each day. Day 3. 8 AM in the Big Brother house. I can't even remember what accent that narrator has on that show. It's been so many years since I've watched reality television. Right, this is the same as ever. Yes. Let's start drafting some rooms. Right, today I really want to get lots and lots and lots of options because the last 2 days we have really run out of rooms quickly. And you have to assume that if you can keep your options open, doors in the West Wing are less likely to be locked. If we can have more options, then it will mean we can discover more rooms that we've never discovered before. Right, we have our game here. Let's just check the rules are the same as ever. Always at least one box which is true, always at least one box which is false, and the prize, one box has a prize. There's our wind-up key. Now, last time I believe the car keys were on this table. This time they are not. Also, because of our proximity to the corner of the building, we can actually see out of the windows, which I have no idea if there will be any kind of pertinent information out of the windows, but we shall see. Let's look at our statements. The gems are on the desk. That is a lie. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the floor. Well, that means the gems are in this box, because this is the only true statement. So we got our 2 gems. They can be spent on drafting certain types of rooms. Nook, utility closet, den. Let's go den, because that continues to utilize the most space and doorways. So far, feeling good about this. Now, previously we found other things in rooms like the compass and the car keys that were not kind of registered rewards for that room. So now I feel like I have to be extra aware of things that we might find in different locations. We don't have any money at the moment. Patio. Spread gems into each green room. We haven't made any green rooms yet. The billiard room we have had discussed in one of our puzzles. There's a note about darts and the billiard room. So that is new to us. So let's go and do that. There should be, I imagine, a puzzle within here. Plus, minus, times, divide. A dartboard. 3 darts. A bar. Looks like a well-stocked bar. Nothing for us here. On the table itself, nothing that I can see to use. Neither in the cabinet of cues and balls. So, with no other clues, we have a dartboard. Now, everything looks reasonably normal. We can click the numbers. Okay. This is an 8. It's worth 8 points. 7 and 3 is worth 10 points. Okay. 15 and treble 7. 7, 14, 21. Oh, wait. The clue said you did not need to know the rules of darts. So I wonder if this is not a treble 7, whether this is just a 7. However, 15 plus 7 is 22. We don't have a 22 on the wheel. 15 and 21 is 36. 3 and 6 is 9? It doesn't fill me with hope. No. Okay, so this is 8. 7 and 3 is 10. Oh, hold on. Okay. Different colours. We're doing math. If this is 7 times 3 is 21, minus 15 is 6. Nope. Maybe we don't need to know the rules. So blue is addition. So plus 15 minus 7 is 8. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Plus 3 minus 1 is 2. Oh, God. Okay. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 2 times by 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Oh, my God. I should have written down what my operations were. Also, do we start at the smallest number or the closest to the center? Plus 10 minus 5 times 4 is 20. Hey! Electronic key card for electronically powered doors. Mount Holly 57188. I'm going to write that number down. Back of key card, comma 57188. Maybe that will be important. Things are very quiet in the house today. Right, spare room, nursery, security. Security has the most doors. We have gems to afford it, so I'm going to do that. Right. Previous times we've been here, we got the introduction thing, but not this time. Blue memo is true, red memo is lies, unless written by hand is the same. Now in here, we know there's a few things we can do in here. View the estate inventory. There's nothing in the estate inventory. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. System settings. Security doors, you should see 1 or 2 with low, 5 or 6 with high. So that's low. And the offline mode will be unlocked. Confirm setting. Back. Return to security menu. We can't log into the network unless the password is the one that we just found on the back of the card. 57188. Incorrect password. Okay. That's fine. But we learned something, or we turned some things off. I don't want to walk back through rooms if I don't have to, because we only get so many steps. We know that. These are the same. The antechamber is locked and requires certain levers. Keycards access security doors. Likewise, a redundant security measure. Normal doors in the estate will be more likely to be locked as we progress north. Right, let's progress north. No lock on this door, so no chance of it being locked. Spare room archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of potential floor plans. But it has lots of room exits, which is intriguing. But I think... let's do it. So I think we're going to get 2 options of floor plans hereafter. But we get 3 exits from this room alone. Now, is there anything to be found in the archives is a great question. August 22nd, 1985. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's 2nd time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation to Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considered herself a success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story of bedtime. So, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take it from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book Red Prince is based on her son and his inflexible love of the colour red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned, November 11th, 86. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them person of interest in the Tunsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater, continued on page 12. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumours in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house had defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher November 17th, Reddington Herald. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had past referred to as her mentor, friend and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under, waved down by local. This is the 3rd major last year. It is anticipated, charged by the Crown. Manning was last. The trial begins on Tuesday, or Thursday, Tuesday, yep. Expected to last, grand treason. No trace is discovered of Sinker heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Rooms in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point and we are seeking information. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fern Aries have broken into the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities say they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumoured to be stolen was the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumours are true, the evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. Alright, that is all of our backstory, but that's a lot of stuff going on. We have a door, 3 doors to choose from. Sketches, can't go up there. Obviously, the security room would tell us if there is more stuff that we're missing, but I don't want to backtrack if I don't have to. So let's start with the room on the left. This could be a good opportunity for a closet or some such. Locked, interesting. Okay. Let's turn inwards. Also locked. Northwards. Archived floor plan. Gem requirement. Confidential. Storeroom or a bedroom? Well, the storeroom would give us a key. And we have 2 locked doors behind us. Go on then. Take my coin. Take my key. Take my gem. Brief squiz for anything else in the room of note. Now, do we spend that key immediately, or do we look for another way around? I guess we'll look for another way around. Let me just double check the inventory. Nothing has changed. That's fine. Drawing room or the weight room. Lose half of your steps. Jeez. I will pass. So, in the drawing room, we can... You may draw new floor tiles after drafting here. Looking for stuff on sideboards, whether that's keys, compasses, anything else. Rotary dial phone does not have any numbers on it. Nook or utility closet? It's going to be Nook with a key. Magnifying glass. That's new. A wood and brass magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Oh, it's literally... oh. Interesting. Okay. Billiard puzzle notes. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, order of operations. Yes, we've sussed that one out already. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Must be a way to open. Okay. What I will do is... Well, I can drag that around and let it go, which is fun. I will probably, when we are not using... when I'm not in the middle of the recording, I will make a little screen grab of that, because we're probably going to have to do that darts puzzle multiple times, and having the answers at easy reach will be very useful. Or at least the key. Chapel or commissary. Chapel has more rooms for later, or more doorways, so we'll do commissary. We haven't got very much money, so I anticipate not getting very much. Oh, terminal password. Swan song. I never would have got that out of that. But that's good to know. So, terminal password. Write that down. Lovely. Well, magnifying glass really showing its worth. With road, without rod. The letter A. Rod. Road. Weird. The commissary will be closed today from day 12 to day 16. Intriguing. There is said commissary. Diagi blocks or something? I'm not sure. Nothing in the trash can? No. Annual Maids Day sale, 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. Day 20 and 21. I also wonder if I should be taking note of stuff like this, because we're going to get through all of the days eventually. So let's take some notes here. So we've got day 20, day 21, commissary, sale. And then across the way, over here, we know that commissary closed day 12 to 16. So hopefully that helps. As for what's for sale here, salt shaker, shovel, sleeping mask, metal detector. I have no idea what those things will do or achieve, but hey, we press on. Corridor and breaker box. Corridor? Oh, I guess when it says always left unlocked, it means that this door on the opposing side will never require a key. Which is interesting. It might be something that we want to draft late into runs rather than early. Kitchen and an office. Opportunity to earn and spread money. We don't meet the gem requirement for it, so I guess if we do the kitchen to the right, we can fill out the lower right corner with other rooms, and then we have to go up to the archives to unlock rooms to progress. But so be it. We've got the menu for the day: banana, club sandwich, chef salad, and country stew pie. Additional if we've seen the boiler room. Any clues in the garden? There's a side-turned boat. Power lines that just terminate and don't go anywhere. I wonder how many different versions of each of these rooms they had to program for depending on which walls were on the edge perimeters of things or not. Be an interesting technical problem, I'm sure. I'll take a spare room rather than trying to lose my money. Packing gun. Paint. Alright. Guest room, nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Well, they're both dead ends. Do we think we're going to draft at least 2 more bedrooms? Because if we are, then the nursery is the better investment. Oh, we don't have the gem requirement for it. Very well. There's a key on the table there. My brain's like, maybe there's a hidden note in the lines of one of the fonts or something. Could be anything. But I think that's just a free key, which is lovely. Little boat, view out the window again. No little things to twist on here or anything. Seems not. So 44, 43, 42. We're going left because it's the only way to go. I'm just going to check that you can't open the fridge. Nope. Straight through this corridor. Back past commissary. Now I could detour down to the Nook. It would take me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 steps just to put one more room off of the entrance hall, which seems excessive. Like, that looks like it could be a code. I'm not going to write it down because if I did that for... Like, this has a rook in it. Like, do you get a bonus if this is in the corner of the board like it would be at the corner of the table on a chess set? Is there something there? I don't know. So we're going to the drawing room. Is there a document here? Don't think there's anything extra to be learned from that. No other documentation here. Once again, fellow looking very sharp. So we're going back up into security. But now we have a terminal password. So, log into network. Password, swan song. Password accepted. Connecting to network. Old dial-up modem sounds. Sounds like my childhood. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Staff services. Punch in, punch out, staff announcements, request, schedule change, special orders, return. Service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4th. All work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff have been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage's for more detail. Staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to the network this month except for you, Simon. If you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you, your friends and faithful service. Service has been temporarily disabled. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum for your favourite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all staff members. Special orders take 1 to 3 days. Place a special order. Oh. Give me sledgehammer. Right, so that will be there in 1 to 2 days. Staff services. Right, we've checked all of that out. Remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere in the estate using RTA. View the active terminals. No other terminals are connected. Office, laboratory, and shelter. Okay. Electronic mail. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to electronic mail. Currently, the feature is only available in the office. Data transfers are not currently available. From Syncer. Glossary of terms. Oh. Adjoining. Yep, sure. Dead end. Makes sense. Archived floor plan. Floor plans that are hidden from view after drafting archives are considered archived floor plans. Directory. The directory contains detailed information for all the rooms you have found on this drafted estate. You may access the directory at any time in the system or by pressing R. But one of the most common types is bedrooms, resting violet borders on floor plans. Dirigi blocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigi blocks. To the dismay of board staff members, the cabinet has not been working in order for several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Drafting. Call it a day. Draft pool. Draw. Color. Oh my god. Alright, we don't need to read all of this right now. If there's a clue hiding in there, it's doing a great job of hiding. Right, so we were going back to the archives. We have 2 keys, 3 keys. And we'll go to the left because they said that doors on this side, I think it was at the left or the right, that were less likely to be locked. One of the sides certainly had it. There's no extra stuff hidden in here, I must imagine. A banana for +3 steps. Egg timer. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Not locked. West Wing Hall or Observatory. We take the West Wing Hall because that does not lead to dead ends, but also we don't have a gem to do the observatory right now. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espin, the West Wing will be closed until further notice while the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool. We ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, something. Nothing, I think, to see in there. Boarded over windows. That's the way towards the storeroom, which we've been in. I wonder if the sledgehammer will let you go through those. Right. A second locked door is not ideal. Bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Patio. Spread gem. Well, we can't do this, so we only have keys for this. Or rooms for this. We didn't take the one that would give us doubles for this, which is fine. Hi, little guy. Oh my goodness, I can't crouch down and look at you. I wish I could give you a treat. I hope you're getting enough ventilation with the high glass walls of this enclosure. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. My brain nearly read it as Harambe, and I'm just too internet pilled. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane out in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Okay. Telescope. Bananas. Yes, give me your sweet, sweet potassium. Flashlight, pawns, game console, chessboard. Okay, don't see anything else to be using in here. View outside. Very familiar. Alright, we progress. So we're going to have to backtrack back to the archives, which is just 2 rooms away. You are having a great time on that wheel, aren't you, buddy? Right, so we get to the archives. We have 1 other key. So we can spend that on this side. And then hopefully... Damn. I was going to say, hopefully, we have more rooms that we can pass into, but we don't. So, show me the closet so I can learn about some other items. A key and a gem. Okay, not the type of items I was expecting. So, there's just a room available off the entrance hall, and that is all that is left. Let's go do that. While we're also here, we can look for other documents that we can check with the magnifying glass. You never know what other clues you might find. Like, that looks suspicious. That matches this. Unless this is literally the room we're in the den, which is interesting. Okay. This was the letters. Don't see anything for checking with the magnifying glass on there. nor here. Okay. Well, we can draft another room. We don't need the breaker box. We obviously get a tiny gain from this bedroom, another pawn. But we can draft one more room. Now, this seems like the kind of thing that would have a passcode or a number hidden among the painting. Nothing leaps out at first glance. A moon locket, perhaps? I can't turn it over. Why would you let me pick this picture up? Are you looking at something? Nothing obvious. Right, one last room to draft. And then we are all out of locations. A Christmas scene. Very festive. Lots of colours, patterns. A safe. No code on that safe. But a safe nonetheless. Right. I think that is our day spent. There is still, of course, lots of mysteries in the outside world here. But I think just looking at every corner of the grounds every time we have a run is not very conducive to progress. So, call it a day. And we'll do one more. We'll try and go quick, because otherwise these episodes will get very, very long. The Rustic Inn. So that's bigger than the cottage we've had previously, because we probably filled up much more rooms. 2 new rooms, 2 new items, 6 rooms. No new rooms? I'm sure some of these would be new rooms. Oh, new room 6. Yeah, there you go. Just me not being able to read. Day 4. Right, we don't have our tools this time. This is a Queen of Diamonds. Why does my brain suspect that that's going to change? I can't look at that art. Nothing hiding back here. Okay, corridor, pantry, nook. I'm going to leave the corridor until later, because I want to be able to draft unlocked rooms down the line. That is really unintelligible without zooming in, isn't it? Parlour, billiard room, observatory. We have no gems for the latter. So let's do the parlour, because right now gems is worth more to us than a key card, because key cards will be for further deeper into the run, I think. The black box contains gems. This box and the blue box are empty. All 3 boxes are empty. So this is the true statement, that the black box contains the gems. And now we have 2 gems. That takes us to a dead end. We have 2 rooms still off of the entrance hall. So I'm going to take billiard room. Then we can do a dead end in the corner. We have to come back through this room anyway, so we can just do this now. 2 items, bedroom, nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom game, 5 steps. Having enough steps isn't the thing that is limiting my progress right now. +1 ivory die. A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to roll for new floor plans. Interesting. So, darts. +15. 2, 5, 13. 9 and 4 is 13. Minus 6 is 7. 17 minus 15 divided by 2 is 1. I screwed up. 15. 8, 9, 10, 13. 9, 4, 13 minus 6 is 7. So this is probably 17 minus 15 is 2, times by 2 is 4. 8 minus 1 is 7, times by 2 is 14. Good, and we get 2 keys. Okay, good to know that the prizes from that can be varied, which means we'll probably be able to find key cards in other places. So we've done the closet, we've done the billiard room, we can go through the parlor room. Here we gained a key, nothing else to be gained. Back into the entrance hall. Pantry, hallway, kitchen. Let's go pantry. I'm not going to step in yet. I'm going to draft this side first. Guest room, den, commissary. Let's go den. Get our gem. All of the clocks. So this room matches up to going north. I'm going to go east first. Storeroom, utility closet, kitchen. I think now is a good time for the storeroom. Coin, key, gem. Nothing else of immediate interest. Right, so whatever happens here, this is our last possible room, because whatever we do here is the same as what happens at the pantry. So Chapper will take our gold and still only leave us 1 exit, so we do the hallway, which still only leaves us 1 exit. We do still have our die. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. And these are lies, so is this doors in the east wing are more likely to be unlocked? I don't know how many opposites we can work with here. Right, let's go into the pantry. We're going to spend 1 extra step, but we get 4 gold. We get a rebate in the form of a banana. And then we just have the 1 route here. There's a square here in dotted lines. That looks like it's going to be some kind of an unlock or something down the line. Let's do commissary. With 5 gold, we could get the magnifying glass again, though that seems less useful. So I think we save for other things. This is going to be added in an update, so we're told. So once again, this is our only onward path. Corridor will definitely be unlocked, but we have 4 keys. I just want to get something with a branching path that we can utilize. I also don't know how much I should be min-maxing doing all of the terminal stuff every time we pass through here. Because it's a lot to do for very minimal actual gain. Courtyard is 1 room, spare room is 1 door. Let's do the courtyard. I don't think we've done it yet. Gain a shovel. An old weathered shovel. It looks like it could be useful for digging. Found a few coins. They can be spent in shops. An oversized turnip should prove to be a nutritious snack, plus 6 steps. Okay, there's 3 stones here, 3 stones there, 4 stones there, 2 stones there. Is that a code? You never know. Right, we're going the only room that we have. We have 4 keys right now, so I shouldn't be afraid of locked doors. I'm going to take the drawing room because that gives us 2 possible exits. And possible exits are the thing that we are most in need of right now. Same painting as always. Nothing new on the surfaces. Let's do this side first. Darkroom. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Garage, plus 3 keys. Redraw or redraw? We've not been in the darkroom yet. It gives us 2 exits. And one of them can be a dead end, because we know it's going to be a dead end this way. So we can't see these. So we'll just take this one. It's the breaker box. Keycard system is off. VAC indicators is a code we don't understand. Garage on. Darkroom lights on. Gymnasium on. Okay, well, the keycard system is off. How far away are we from security? 1, 2, 3. We could go to security and set the default to off. There he is with his little camera. Sinker is a camera manufacturer. Some maids. I wonder if you can read that with a magnifying glass. Interesting question. Print note. HS has requested yet another print of Her Ladyship, I assume one for her rooms in the West Wing, all well as an enlarged print, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Orchard, we know there's a code for that orchard. Oh, what's this? Broken lever could prove useful. I'm sure it could. We know that there is something about levers that is required to get into the room at the end of the map. That's a sharper one. That's a worse one. That is a Queen of Diamonds. Okay. So, our only routes are north. Let's draft this because we can't see what it is anyway. While drafting in... Oh, we can because the lights are on. Nice. We've still got 3 keys. So, give me the West Wing Hall. And then before we do anything else, I'm going to go back to security. Which is here. And we can check the inventory. Nothing. Excuse you. Then do the keycard system. Keycard system settings. Change offline mode to unlocked. Right, so hopefully now, if we find any keycard rooms, they'll automatically be unlocked. So we can go right and right again, or right and across. That we already dug. Guest room, corridor is always left unlocked. Spare room. Let's go spare room. Of course, this is locked as well. Corridor. Bedroom counts as 2. The pool adds a locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. I mean, it's intriguing, and it has 2 exits. So, sure. We are out of gems. Can't go in the water. Drafting pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. Okay. I'm going to try the inwards door first, because this is less likely to be locked, though. Yep, okay. Bedroom, kitchen, office. Opportunity to earn and spread money. We don't have any gems, so it has to be this bedroom unless we redraw, but I'm saving that for an absolute emergency. Now there is a trunk. I mean, yeah, I will unlock a trunk. 2 dice. And loads of gold. What shop did we have? Commissary. Interesting. Still got 32 steps. Chapel, dining room, coat check. Check 1 item and retrieve it on another day. So we could check our shovel. But right now I don't want to. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after reaching rank 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might be able to reach rank 8. Salt? Do I get to keep salt? Salt shaker. Whenever you eat food gain steps, gain 1 extra. Get that. Good seasoning going. Right, we have 1 key left, but we have 11 gold. Right, I'm not going to unlock that yet. Okay, we could get to the other side, the other doorway of the pool. Might not be unlocked. Or we could go to West Wing Hall, or we could go all the way back to Commissary and try our luck at buying something interesting. Let's try the other door at the pool. Fine, I'll unlock you. Locksmith, keys for sale. No gems. Ah. Well, corridor is always unlocked. So that's something. Guest room, locker room, spread keys throughout the house. I don't have a thing. We have 3 dice now, so I'm going to redraw once. Kitchen, lavatory, coat check. Let's do the kitchen. We don't have gems, god damn it. I don't know why this is a red room or what it might do. We haven't taken it yet. Fine. What mysteries do the lavatory hold? You just hear a bell? I think I just heard a bell. But to what end? I have no idea. Alright. There is nothing in this room. Oh, that might have been the dinner service bell. Because we've reached the 8th rank. Okay. Well, then we will go and get a meal because surely that must mean we're going to get tons of extra steps. Stuff wild quail. Local Mount Holly delicacy served atop a plum agrédu with roast potatoes, bacon lardons, and wild chives. Plus 20. Plus additional 10 if you have a trophy room. So it's plus 21 because I have salt. Yes. Alright, that puts us back up to nearly where we started, which is wild. So we have loads of money and 2 dice, but very little else. We know this room off of the dining room is locked, don't we? So we could go to West Wing Hall. Though that's going to be a long stretch of rooms to struggle through, though we might get like a closet or something. Then we can go commissary and then come back here. See how that goes. We get 2 for walking through there. We're going to the drawing room, then into the dark room and across. Scoot through here. This is correct. Pump room, control water flow throughout the estate. Bunk room and observatory. Can't afford you. I don't need the bedrooms, so pump room. Water flow. Oh. Reservoir fountain. Okay. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Pump control panel. Water source. Schematic room. Pump room schematic. Reserve tank. Tank 1, tank 2. 4 units, 4 units. Pump 3, pump 2, pump 1, pump 4. Pump 2 tank switch. This is complicated. This is the kind of puzzle my brain yearns for. So, problem is, I can't see everything at once. That I can touch, that I can touch, and this I can touch. How would I go about draining the pool? Not like that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pool is number 6. 6 goes into pump 4 to tank 1. I have 3 pumps here, don't I? Pump 1, pump 2, pump 3, pump 4. Is there a mysterious hidden pump? Looks like there could be. Alright, well, without any specific direction on what I want to achieve here... It was slightly unexpected, but sure. I could play around with those buttons all day. But we will just make a mental note that the pump room exists. And we're going to go drawing room, courtyard, security, commissary. Drawing room, courtyard, security, commissary. 11 gold. What can we buy? Magnifying glass, sledgehammer, sleeping mask, running shoes. Get me a sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Well, there's not the use that I was hoping for. So, short of keys, we are unable to unlock the dining room. And thus, we are out of places to go. I think then, that is our goose cooked. So, sledgehammer, salt, broken lever, shovel. Call it a day. Call it. West-facing villa. Total rooms 24. Rank each 8. Steps taken 53. Items found 5. New rooms 6. Alright, we got a lot done. And that is all for our day for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.